Well, hello everyone. It's Brian with Craft Fancy. How you guys doing? I'm excited to be coming here as a Craft Fancy project. Hope you guys are all having a great time today. I'm excited to be here. Excited for my project. Actually, a little nervous because I got a curveball with the show, and now I'm trying to scramble to make sure I get my project done on time. So hopefully I got everything together. If not, hey, we always have a good laugh as we try to do it. So greatly appreciate everything. I see the comments rolling in right away too, so I always appreciate that. Got Lori that came in. Sherry is on there right away. Lori Plummer's watching. Sandy's watching. So guys, I always appreciate that. Sharon Gibbs is saying hello to Brian and Carol. And we got a lot of stuff to do, not a lot of time to do it. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Appreciate all the comments. Keep them going on. Carol's on the keyboard today, so she's probably going to be throwing those links out there for everybody. And all right, why don't we get to it? So I'm going to switch gears here. I'm going to go to my overhead. And I see my microphone working, so hopefully everyone can still hear me. Hello, 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 everybody. Portage, Indiana coming in. So look at that, everything's working. So as usual, it is Craft Fancy time, and I don't like to joke around with the discounts. This cuts down on my time. So if you take a look right here, here is our coupon for this show. It's going to be 18% off everything in stock. As always, it excludes our kits, so you don't do that. We're going to move right down here. This is our project that we're working on, and we're going to be doing the wonderful little Christmas card. So I always like to keep that image up there, so in case you guys have to go back and take a look at something. As always, you don't have to buy the kit to play at home. You're always able to kind of just work out. If you got some home stuff, you're able to kind of come up with it and come up with something similar, and you guys are going to be able to have a great time with that. All right, so why don't we go ahead and get started? The first thing, if we take a look along the back, we have a nice little stencil that I used. If you guys notice that I did use that from another project. So if you guys have a question about it, you guys can take a look at it. Carol will be able to answer those questions for you. So let me get this out of here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of throw my mat down here. This is my little, this is my craft mat. I like to use this for all my blending and stuff. Keeps everything really nice and easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardstock that you guys just got out of your kit. Let me move over here so we can see. I forgot to set up all my tapes and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stencil. I believe this stencil was from
the Joy Project.
From the Joy Project. Back in July, but this is from Pretty Pink.
My favorite thing.
My favorite thing. So this is from My Favorite Things. I'm sorry because I didn't have the cover here. So the first thing I like to do is I'm going to grab some of my favorite Pixie spray, and then what I do is I just kind of hold it off here, and then I just give a little spray. It's like hairspray. It doesn't take a lot. You just want a little, and then what I'm going to do is, let's see, because I get yelled at once in a while that I don't match things up like the project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just line it up. I want to make sure I put something in the corner, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm just gently going to lay that down. I got that laid down right there, and you can see, if you look here, I'm going to hold this up just so we can see it. Again, I try to show everything. If you look, I didn't hold it right up to the edge because I want my stripes to go everywhere, to run through. And if I notice if I sometimes hold that up, I get a little nervous there. Uh-oh, do we have some questions about my hearing? We hear, oh, okay, we hear you loud and clear. All right, good. All right, because that's good, because normally I'm a guy and no one hears a guy when a guy talks scrapbooking, so that's good. If you guys are listening and you can hear me, all is good. All right. I'm going to grab the Craft Fancy blending brush. You guys should know that. Have those there all the time, and we are going to be using what's called the pigment ink pad from Ranger. This is the Glacier White.
We also use that in September.
And we use that same ink pad again back in September in another project. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take away the little mini cover on there that keeps it all nice and juicy. I'm gonna grab my pen or my blending brush. Remember, guys, with my blending brushes or how I do it, we don't need we don't need a lot of ink. Remember, these people, some of these people that use this stuff, they don't, man, they got it like the heads on there, they're bending it all down and everything. Remember, the only thing we want to do is we just want to take the ink off the pad and transfer it onto the paper. That's all we're doing. It's not like you're taking it up and all this stuff. All I do is I just like just brushing it on. It doesn't take a lot. I just use a little. You don't see me tapping on it or taking the blends or anything. And that's it. And then I just kind of just get on there. And then I just kind of just put it on. And remember, it's always easy to add the inks. It's very hard to try to get inks off. So you always want to remember that. So that's it. And that's all I do is I just come in. I don't, yeah, good, good. I'm on the camera. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep an eyeball on the camera. I'm trying to keep my one eyeball on the comments, and then I'm trying to keep one eyeball on the project. So, but the only problem is I only have two eyes. So somewhere in between, I got to figure this out. So, how you guys doing today? Anyway, I love it. You guys like that? Everything doing okay for you? It's Christmas. It's kind of snowing in places, or it's burning up wherever you're at. So it's all weird when you're going coast to coast. There's everything in between, or it's rainy, or hot, or something. So what I like about this too is you notice I'm not going in a circular motion with these. I'm going in a up and down. So Carol's on there answering comments. She's in as the one of a kind group. If I answer, I'll be answering comments as Craft Fancy today. So I just want to let people know that too. So if you see some comments popping up as one of a kind, well, you know that's Carol. So you guys, yes, Renee Bennett remembers the stencil, and well, so I got a lot of people watching. Come on, guys, don't throw some comments out there. Let's see. Got a question? Throw it out. I'm here. So, all right, and that's about it. I just take it. It might take a little longer because I don't, glue it up so much, but I don't need to glue it up. Remember, when you're crafting, you're taking your time, and that's it. I'm just trying to cut it on there, make it real nice. You need more eyeballs. Yes, Laura Jenkins, I do need more eyeballs. So I wish I need about 7 more eyeballs because I gotta have eyes all over the place. All right, so I got that kind of good. You know what I like about this? This is what I do now. This is what I do. It's kind of hard to see it, but what I'm gonna do is I just kind of peel it back a little, and I don't like the way that's looking, so I'm just gonna pull that down a little more, and then I'm gonna want to go ahead and put a little more ink on there. So I'm just gonna kind of just really cake that ink on there and just really kind of get that going in there.
Because it's white, it's harder to see.
Right, because it's white. White is one of those weird inks, it doesn't show up right away, especially when you're going onto a dark piece of paper. So this might be one of those times that you really might have just got proof wrong that, you might have to press it in there a little more. So, again, every ink is always a little different, so we'll see if we can get it in there a little more. Alright, I think this is going to probably be pretty good now, or at least good enough for what we're doing, because I'm sure you guys don't want to see me trying to blend a piece of paper for a half hour. Yeah, just one more. Alright, I know, I'm a perfectionist, I'm sorry. I just want to do it one more time. And again, remember, we're going to be covering a lot, so I just want to kind of maybe just hit those inks around the edges. And again, if you guys got a little more time, you can really play with it. So, alright, I think I'm going to be good enough. Just go around these one more time, just to really brighten up those edges a little more. So we got that. So, alright. Come on in there. Alright, there we go. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. Alright, so you can kind of see it. Now it's weird because you can't see it, but when you move it around, you can see it. So sometimes when you're looking, like I got bright lights on it, so it didn't look like I did it, but you can obviously see that I did it. So, alright, so what I would do is I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to want to wash that stencil. Obviously, I'm not going to do that now because even though I know you love spending time with Brian, I'm sure you don't want to watch Brian wash those. Also, too, what I would do, I had it here, it's dried. I didn't do it. Let me just reach for it because, of course, it wouldn't be a Craft Fancy project if I wasn't trying to sell something. But I have my Lawn Fawn chamois. I've cleaned my brush now, and then I put it back in my Lawn Fawn chamois case. Available at the Craft Fancy website. A bunch of colors, a bunch of stuff. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled commercial. Let me put these back in my desktop organizer. All right, so we got done with the first one. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing all right. Everyone playing along? So I hope you're doing pretty good there. So now that I got that done, the next thing that I want to do is I'm just going to set this on the side for right now. And then what I'm going to do is I want to start working on my Christmas wishes. So I got the next two pieces of paper here, and then sorry, I got like pieces all over the place. Like I said, I'm very scattered brain today. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to kind of line these up. So you're going to get these two pieces in here, and then you want to kind of start working your scene the way that you want to do it. Now the way I like to do it is I'm going to kind of lay these on top of each other. I always like to kind of keep it. Remember, you can keep it wherever you want. Remember this edge. If you're going to move Mr. Snowman in the middle, you're definitely going to want to keep the snowman in the back. I like to kind of keep the snowman on the forefront, especially working with these hills. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, you can. All right, good. So what I'm going to do is I just kind of work up my first scene. And to do that, I'm going to grab some ink, and I'm going to grab my favorite ATG gun. You know why? Say it with me, ladies. It's got a trigger. So the first thing I'm going to do is I just kind of, I'm going to take that, I'm just going to run my strip right across, get done with that, I'm going to put that back in my holder, which you can't see. But all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to line this up to where I want it to be. And I'm going to cut it just so these little trees are just out of the way. Alright, so now I kind of did that, and you're like, oh geez, Bri, that's really long. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with my knife, which someone took my X-Acto knife. So I can use the scissors, but I don't have scissors here. But guess what? I'm going to use my crafty utility knife, yes, because I'm an electrician. Oh, we got scissors. Okay. So I was told we got scissors. So I found scissors. Yay! Okay, so don't use the utility knife brought to you from the Home Depot. Alright, so we're going to use our crafty scissors instead. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to trim right up the edge. Alright, and then of course with crafters, you never want to waste anything because you'd be surprised where you could use those. So I'm going to just kind of place that on the side, and then I'm on the other side here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do the same thing again, except now I got to kind of cut it this way. How you guys doing? You guys following along all right? How was your Thanksgiving? Did everyone get enough turkey for Thanksgiving? I hope so. I hope so. So, all right, we got to trim that just a little more. Again, I'm kind of in a bad spot. Let's see if I can do that. You know, the hardest thing that I found out about this situation of being online sometimes is it's a lot tougher when you're working in front of a camera. So okay, so I got my background down. Looks pretty nice now. So what I want to do is I want to start working on my front piece. But there's some stuff that I want to do with this front piece. And let me get them over here. I have a little red hat. And of course, it wouldn't be Craft Fancy if I didn't have little pieces to work with. So I have a couple arms to work with, and I got a nice little hat. All right, so what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to flip this over. Now, this is how I do it. I don't know how everyone else does it, but this is how I do it. How am I doing on time? All right, I'm looking good. I'm going to grab one of these not micro dots. I got these pop dots here. When I place these up, we got these. You can use any kind of your pop dots. And then what I do is I grab my tweezers because I got sausage fingers. Of course, everyone knows it. Brian's got the sausage fingers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just try to place that on with my tweezers. Of course, you know, again, it's the small stuff. Carol's standing in the background if I screw this up, so we kind of already talked about it. If I screw this up, she said, I'm going to come in and help you out. And I was like, well, thank you, Carol. Because that's what partners do, you know. Whenever you get in tough, someone's there to help you out. So I'm going to kind of just lay that up. And what I'm going to do is get those arms out where I want them. Now I have a pop dot, so what I'm going to do is try to, nothing's working right, nothing's working right. I'm going to try to just get those arms in there. And if you guys got a secret way to do that, by all means, knock it out. So I'm going to just go ahead and put one on there. I'm going to have to do another one. I'm going to cut it in half so I can get it to fit right. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I just cut it in half. And again, we're going to try to do the same thing again. Keeps moving around. Fight me. Now that I cut it in half, I'm just going to kind of get it on there. Well, I got it somewhere. Alright, so I got it on there. Hopefully everything's covered. I'm going to peel those off right now. Well, before you probably peel it off, take a look. Oh, I did get it. It looks alright. You know, let me hold that up there for you guys. You see that now? Looking alright. Alright. Yeah, Brian got lucky. Lucky with crafts, okay? This is a piece. Look at that. Now I moved everything. Man. Alright, let me get these back there. Very sticky, very sticky. Alright, so I got those on there. Looking pretty good. Oh, my one arm. I got shorty arm, but that's okay. We're going to be alright. So now what I'm going to do, again, same situation. What I'm going to do is put a couple pop dots on there. I'm going to put a couple of these pop dots on the bottom. Remember, I like to make fun of my buddy over there at Stampolistic. I don't own stock in the pop dot company. So I do not like, you know, I don't need to put 25 pop dots on the one little thing, and you guys don't have to watch me all day while I go, okay, let me put these all pop dots, but hey, it's all good, man. If you can't make fun of somebody, what's the point, right? So, all right, let me get these out of here. There's one down. There's two. Everyone doing okay? You need a crystal katana tool from Stampolistic. Ha! Yes, I think I do. I've seen those before. Those are pretty cool. Alright, so I got that. One more. Come on, baby. Come on, be gentle. Alright, so I got that. We're going to be doing that. Oh, now I'm going to set that on the side because I want to do something before I do that. Remember, I got to do my warm wishes. The warm wishes. So what I want to do, you guys should have got a kit. Hold on, because all my stuff is way over out of no man's land. I don't have enough space today. So everyone should have got this kit. So when I put this kit together, I get it, man. There's like 1,001 holidays. And then, so what I got, I'm sorry, I got to stop here. So I even got Jennifer from Stampolistic watching me. So it's great when I have big people, big artists like Jennifer from Stampolistic watching little people like Brian from Craft Fancy. So anyway, back to our program. I included tailored expression ones. Not everyone celebrates Christmas. Not everyone celebrates Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, Hanukkah, Christmas, Festivus for the rest of us. But what I did try to do is include a kit that had all the season's greetings. So it's regardless, if you celebrate Christmas, that's great. Let's get cozy. Season greetings. I got all kinds of great stuff there. Check that out. That's an awesome card. You can't go wrong. No one can be upset about that. So what I did is I did warm winter wishes. So what we're going to do is I need to, I thought I had this set up. So, oh, I did. So, yeah, it's set up, but how? So Carol's going to come in. She actually set this up earlier, so. Come on, Carol, teach me. This is, I was trying, like I said, while she's showing me how to do that, I ran out of time, and I had to have some people set me up. Okay, there we go. That's how it was set up. All right. So I apologize about that. See, she's working the right. I always like to work the door this way, but I apologize. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we got this in our Misty. We got our artwork set up, and we got the black Memento ink that we're going to be using. Remember, this is like Misty is like a guy. If you don't get it right the first time, you always give him a second chance, and he'll improve. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap that on there really quick, and look at that. That looks pretty good for the first time, but hey, you know what? I want to make this thing pop a little. And remember, it doesn't take a lot of ink. I'm not a big ink user. I like to save it. So, and then again, do you see me pressing down? No, I just tap it. Remember, you want to finesse it. Be nice to it, gentle. And then they come up, and now check it out. You know, just go in that second time, you just make it pop. And then again, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to get that misty out of here now because I'm kind of done with that. And now I got my warm winter wishes. I got that done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just come in with Mr. Snowman. Like I said, I kind of just pop that around.
So basically, you got the hat.
The hat comes on in a second. The hat comes on in a second. So what I wanted to do with that was, remember, because I'm using the pop dots, so what I wanted to do is just make sure that I got that covered on there enough. Now I'm going to flip that over. Oh, I got pop dots. I didn't cover. 15 pop dots that are able to move. So I guess I should probably put that on the card. All right, so I got that on there. Let's take a look at this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and just trim these up really quick. Let's not get fancy. I'm running out of time. I got to do it fast. And then I'm just going to trim that up, get those out of there. All right, so I got that out. Now I want to do the hat. Obviously, we're going to do the red hat. So what I'm going to do with my hat, remember, because if we look at this, I don't know if you can see it on the side here. I use pop dots, so it's off. That's why I didn't put the hat on. And I'm going to just do a connect glue here. So I got a little connect glue. Yeah, Gina K Connect glue. By the way, that is in stock. I know a lot of people ask those questions. That is something we do have in stock. I have a bunch of Nuvos in stock too. The Nuvo glues. All I want to do is just put a little dab on there. Not a lot. Don't need to get it all crustied up. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that back right away. I'm going to grab my tweezers. The small parts are killing me. I'll flip my card over. I'm going to just kind of come on there where I want my hat. With the glue. Just pop it up. I put them down too low. Too low. No go. And just kind of move that hat up a little. And now, jeez. I'm dying here, people. I'm dying. So I got that. I don't know what happened to my scarf, but I'm running out.
You just cut a little piece of scrap on it.
You just cut a little piece of scrap, and then you can put the scarf on there. And then the next thing is that we're going to be using the sprinklets, and then that'll be the same thing again. Do I just open these?
Yep, it's already open.
Oh, it's already open. All right, so I'm told that I'm already open. So when I use these, I got a bunch of great stuff there. So same thing again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab my tweezers. I'm going to pull one out. Back to the Gina K glue.
Just drop.
And we're going to just drop a droppy. Little droppy. Little droppy, and goes anywhere you want. And you just set it down. There you go. And the best part is even if I did mess up, there's no worries about it. I can clean it up. So and again, whatever you want to do. Now this kit, I like this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm gonna try to hold this up to you guys. This is a little snowman. Oh, he's getting too blurry. I can't focus in that much. But that's a little snowman. That is awesome, man. I love that. So this little winter kit has snowman in there. And you can put the little snowmans all over. There you go. And then we'll do one more, and then I'll kind of just show you guys how to do it. So that was the, if you're asking about it, because I don't think I showed it, that is the wintry mix. So we got that. All right, so you guys kind of got the gist. Glue it all up. Crafters don't mess it up. That's right. That's right, Sharon Gibbs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, what I do at this point is I got to kind of put this one right on this. So what I do is I just kind of just put a couple scripts on there. Doesn't take a lot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of line these up. I can kind of do that. I'm sure you guys can see too. Make sure I'm okay there. Make sure I'm okay there. Whoop, pop that down. Now I like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, next thing is I'm going to put, again, a couple strips on there. Doesn't take a lot. And I'm going to kind of just line this card up where I want it, so it's kind of nice and centered. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe. I think I'm off a little. There we go. And then I just give a little love tap. And then it's one more time again. A couple strips. I set it on there. Line it up. All right. And boom shakalaka. You know, like if you got a little pen, you can put a couple eyes in there. There's a couple things you can do that you can kind of try to do that. Again, if you wanted to blend it, you could probably took a little ink and blend a little blue in there to make a little nice background in there. And that's our card of the night. All right. Yeah, I got it done. I got it done. Woohoo! All right. Another crazy but another satisfying project completed by Craft Fancy. Guys, I appreciate it. Hey, I was on live YouTube today. I was live on the One of a Kind Facebook, live on YouTube Craft Fancy, and on YouTube or on Facebook Craft Fancy. So I was on 4 channels at the same time. I was able to knock out a project. Got a lot of wonderful looking projects, comments coming in. And I was able to get it done. Even though that I got razzled, dazzled, and frazzled, we were able to knock out the project. I got a couple minutes left. I got one more thing I want to show you again. There's our discount. You saw it going out the whole time. And there it is again. It's 18% off everything in stock, excluding custom kits. The sale ends Tuesday, 12/8. Remember, this is an online offer, not an in-store offer, so you got to order it online.
And then let them know that we'll be on Craft Fancy page next week for new products.
Oh yes, I got a bunch of new products in. Carol's telling me make sure I'll set up an event. If you guys didn't subscribe yet, make sure you subscribe for the Craft Fancy Facebook page. I go on live. I have some special events. You guys know, I think the word's getting out about these crafty boxes. Everyone knows that there's these things called mystery boxes, and a lot of times they end up being crappy boxes, but nope, not here. We have crafty boxes. So you guys want to check that out, because that's the only place that I do this at is on the Craft Fancy site, and they sell out right away, usually within a couple hours. So it's starting to catch on. So if you didn't subscribe to Craft Fancy, get on that Facebook page and subscribe. Guess what, guys? I'm really out of time. I got to get going. Appreciate everything. Appreciate all the love and support. Again, I don't care what you celebrate. If it's Hanukkah, Christmas, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, or Festivus for the rest of us, hey, from the Craft Fancy family to your family, may you guys have a blessed holiday. I can't wait to see everyone. We'll be back on sometime soon. So thanks so very much. Have a great day. Love you all, and I hope you guys love us. So have a good one.